A controversial listening device which can detect gunshots will be discussed at a public meeting this evening. West Midlands Police says the shot spotter system helps them tackle gun crime.
But some residents in the Birmingham streets where microphones have been installed say they don't work and they're a waste of money.
Well, they cost a total of £150,000 to install and a further £21,000 a year to maintain.
Figures released earlier this year show so far police have detected just 2 confirmed shootings using the device. Shirley Henry reports.
The moment a youth fires at the police during last summer's riots, CCTV was used to capture the guilty man and the gunshot sensors picked up the sound of gunfire. The sensors record the sound of shots and give police a GPS location. They've been set up in areas like Handsworth and Newtown. It costs £21,000 a year to run, money which some community workers say could be better spent.
That's quite a lot of money, given that the police are always saying to us that we don't have enough resources and we've got to face stringent funding cuts. Now, this is taking money away from frontline services. Police officers that people know and recognise on a day-to-day basis, they're losing their jobs.
Since the sensors were introduced, gun crime has fallen from more than 400 incidents to 371. That's a 17% drop. But both its critics and the police say that's not just down to the sensors. Earlier this year, a report said sensors failed to detect 5 confirmed shootings because of a software problem. Here in Lozow, some residents question whether sensors are the right solution.
Police need more help from the community themselves.
How fast can the police go? That's the question. And if so, it'll be too late anyway.
Many people feel the police have not kept the community fully informed. Police have pledged to brief residents at a meeting tonight.
What I'm interested in tonight is listening to the community's voice, what they think of the system, how safe they feel and what their view is as to its future. That will help form my recommendations as to how we take the project forward.
The sensors were introduced at the same time that so-called spy cameras installed in largely Muslim areas of Birmingham were removed. The sensors are not as controversial, but questions are still being asked.
If these sensors can save one life in an area which unfortunately we've lost some lives as a result of gun and gang violence, I'll be very, very supportive. But I'm very concerned about how accurate these were, because a report that went in January to the West Midlands Police Authority conveyed that they aren't as accurate as we were originally told.
Police say they'll take the views of residents into account before a final decision is made on the future of the sensors. Shirley Henry, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.
Our correspondent Peter Wilson is here now. Now, where did this type of technology come from? It sounds like a big ear in the sky, Peter.
It does sound like James Bond gadgetry. In fact, it comes from the States. Some 50 cities are using it over there. Also, the military have been using it to try and spot snipers in places like Afghanistan. But it has had problems here. Cars backfiring, even fireworks have set it up. But the police say that the system actually learns on the job, so they seem to be fairly confident that they have and can iron out these problems.
Yeah, they do seem to be quite cagey there, don't they, about hard facts and figures. I mean, does it actually work?
Well, they wouldn't give us those figures today. They say that they're going to speak first to these residents at this meeting, which is due to take place shortly. The system doesn't cure gun crime on its own. What it does do is enable police to know where a shot is being fired. It means that detectives can go there, gather evidence, and I don't know of many detectives who would turn down a device like that.
Of course, the new police crime commissioners are going to be elected, aren't they, in November this year? What are they likely to be saying about this device?
Well, both the Conservatives and Labour have said the same thing. They say that if this system is misused in any way, then that shouldn't happen. The police are reassuring me that it can't be used to detect people speaking on the streets. And they also say, Matt Bennett says that if it's helping to cut gun crime, then that's good. Bob Jones says it probably needs to be evaluated. Otherwise, it should go.
Peter, thank you.
Well, you've just joined us. Welcome